something happening here in London. There's a buzz on the street, in the shops, the restaurants, much is happening, and it's suddenly being reflected also on the runways.
It's like a tangerine that smells bad but looks good from the outside. I'm really disappointed in London this season, really. I thought McQueen was the god, and I never normally say that.
Fashion Week is in trouble, and one of the reasons why is the city's place on the schedule of global fashion presentations. Up until this season, it was first, but now New York is, and that has caused logistical problems for London designers.
Now that New York's going so much earlier, it's been so difficult, quite honestly, with the models this season, because they don't make any money coming here, and they prefer to go straight from Milan to New York and have a bit of a break. For that reason alone, it would make it very difficult for us to stay here.
We've established ourselves as the first in the line, if you like, and that was working well for us. So New York moving before obviously unsettles people. We can't go in front of them, and because obviously it would be impossible then for the press and the buyers to come here, go back, come back again. So I think the logic is that if New York comes first, then London should remain the first in Europe, where we've been established for the last few seasons, and then we carry on from there.
New York may not be London's only problem. Rumor has it that Hussein Chalayan, the recently named winner of the 1998 British Designer of the Year award, is thinking of leaving London for Paris. Meanwhile, some designers have already defected. This season, rising British star Antonio Berardi moved his collection to Milan, and Vivienne Westwood, who has shown her signature line in Paris for several years, just moved her Red Label collection from London to New York.
We don't like to see anybody leave here, obviously, but we've got to recognise that we're in the international business now. And if we take the classic case of the people who have left this season, Tony Berardi is half Italian, he has all his clothes made in Italy, he's owned by an Italian company, and he only sells from Italy. So it's a pretty logical business development for him to make to go there. And we wish him well, we really do. He's going to be a great ambassador for us out there, and it's the right thing for his business.
Lots of people said you've deserted us and blah, 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 but I just think, you know, I've left a gap for someone else to fill, and that's what London's about. You know, you start off in London and then you move on, and it's like it's always happened, and I think London survives because of it.
We've just got to keep cool about it here as we are, and not get hysterical as perhaps the press have been a little bit, saying the whole thing's going to fall apart.
Despite the current uncertainty, many people's enthusiasm for the London fashion scene remains intact. And even those who point out London's shortcomings readily acknowledge its strengths as well.
I think London's wonderful for the young talent. It really is. And I think maybe that's really what it's about.
It may lose customers, it may lose in the commercial rankings, but I mean, you know, it will never lose its power and its persuasion to be in the forefront of the avant-garde, and that's all there is to it.
Leaving London, I always think it's sort of mad. This is what London is what I'm about. It's that sort of punk ethos mixed with Savile Row tailoring, and it's like you can't imagine Chanel being shown in London. Chanel is all about being French and sort of that sort of style, that sort of lifestyle, and it's the same for me. This is what I'm about, London.
I'm surprised at all the negativism I've been hearing about how London is finished. I don't feel that at all, and nor does anybody else who lives outside the city and comes in. It seems very vibrant. So to me, London's not dead at all.